Hello, guys, and welcome to Miss German Let's Talk. Here we dive into the wildest, funniest, and darkest Reddit stories that we have on the internet. So grab a drink, sit back, and let's get right into today's episode. We have again a Reddit user who asked the question, what was your best New Year's Eve? And with that said, guys, this is the New Year's Eve special. Let's go into the craziest stories that you guys have. We have a small story saying, my brother got me drunk and put up banners all over the house in the current year and made me think I was just having a dream. He even recorded the last year's New Year's show and put it in DVD as well as having the stupid 2009 glasses. That's actually mean. That's like, right there, this is a good sibling relationship that they have, but like the sibling putting all the work in to make them believe that they're just having a dream is actually crazy. But it's amazing, dude. That was just committed to that prank for a whole year, probably. Okay, next story. High school, 1988. Stayed overnight with my boyfriend. No, best friend, sorry. We drank virgin pina colada and watched Dirty Dancing on the VCR. Then, oh, Dirty Dancing is such an amazing film, girls. Ah, then her older. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. Like, Dirty Dancing, Patrick Swayze. Let's be honest, guys. All my 2000 girls, we loved him. He was amazing. Then her older brother came home half wasted with his best friend, who I had a major crush on, and who'd been voted the best looking guy at the school. They just chilled out with us and watched a movie, and we all just talked and laughed. Nothing remotely naughty happened. Um, and I still felt massively cool because from that night on, one of the most popular seniors at our high school would smile and say hi to me, thrilled me to my toes every time. I miss that feeling. Ah, that's actually such a beautiful story if you think about it, because it's such an innocent story too. Like the people back then in the 80s who went to high school and looked all cute and they had all those. I really wonder if they looked like depicted in Stranger Things, right? Because Stranger Things is like playing in the 80s from what I remember. And they had those cool clothings, those cool hairstyles, and they were like all having this hip music, and now they are our parents. Yeah. Next story. When I was about 10, I went an entire year without candy because of a bet I had with my grandpa. As the fireworks were exploding all around on the New Year's Eve, that marked the end of my candy exile, and I stuffed my face with chocolate. It was glorious. Damn. Crazy that you had that kind of self control at the age of 10. I gotta say that. Next story. When I was about 6 or 7, I asked sorry, what what we were supposed to do when it turned midnight. My mom made the motion of doing the toast, but didn't explain or tell me other details. Okay, the party stopped for a second right after I threw my champagne glass at the ceiling. Yes, I lived an exciting life. This drink is was good. Smash another one. It was smashing probably. All right, next story. My girlfriend and I, a couple years back, decided to just go to a dive bar within walking distance from our house and not join the masses going out. This place was an absolute dump. Max capacity could not be more than 60 people. We kept getting calls from my friends and her friends inviting us to random clubs all over town. We held strong and said nope, but we will be at this dive bar if you want to come, and no one wants to drink here, lol. But what do you know? Every goddamn person we talked to showed up. Friends of ours that don't know each other mixed an awkward clash. But everyone actually got along great. Never again have that group gotten together again, and every New Year's falls short when being compared to that one. Well, that's why you don't invite specific people, or you just don't have friends. That's one possibility to go for it. Anyways, next story. Not sure if this will be seen, but my best New Year's was in 1999. I was 9 years old. At that time, I worked together with my dad to pull off the greatest prank in history. A few minutes before midnight, I synced up a wristwatch with the countdown on TV. My dad pointed me in the direction of the breaker, which was in our garage. And oh, I have an idea of what they're about to do, and showed me the lever to pull, which would cut all powers to the house. Now, I don't know if you remember the hype, but the years 2000 was supposed to be to destroy all of our computers and technology, sending us back to the Stone Ages. So the moment grew closer as I watched the second ticks by my own wristwatch. So it soon became apparent that it wouldn't need it, as I could hear all my relatives inside counting 10, 9, 8, 2, 1. I pulled the lever at the perfect timing and everything went black. The first thing I've heard was my aunt, "Oh my god, it hit Y2K. Hit Y2K? What the fuck is Y2K?" Okay, basically, okay, she shouted something called, "Oh my god, it hit Y2K hit." I don't know what that means. Um, I was only going to leave the power out for 10 seconds or so, but the lever was stuck and I couldn't get it back up for about 2 minutes, during which the whole time I heard my family freaking out. Then eventually they looked outside and started to wonder why our neighbors still had power. Thinking back, I really wish we would have recorded this, probably because we would have won $10,000. Pulled the greatest prank in history on the New Year's Eve 1999. Ah, what a story. It was a good story. Gotta not say much about it. It was a good, strong story. Write me in the comments below what you think. Next story. The last New Year's I spent with my parents together in 2003. Oh my god, a boomer comment. And that comment was, by the way, 12 years ago. Damn. My mom was in a hospital due to a seizure from multiple sclerosis. I'm really sorry to hear that. And my dad and her had a tradition of lobsters on New Year's. Even thought I hated lobsters. Hey, I was 13. I ended up cooking it and bringing it to the hospital for them to share. We got to be together for midnight. It was awesome. My dad passed away 2 months later, unfortunately. My mom is still here, but that was probably my favorite day. They were able to have one more shared lobster dinner to ring in the New Year's. I'm really sorry for your loss, honestly. I hope that you guys see that how important it is to have a good time with your parents, even on New Year's Eve, not only on Christmas, but also on New Year's Eve. Next story, next story. Millennium Party. I was 10, so I didn't get the magnitude, but it was insane. All of our family friends had come over, so maybe 70 people. 10 LB Girardelli chocolate cake, slab which we broke apart with a hammer. Ah, dancing until 5 a.m. and several grandmas doing the Macarena in unison. We still, okay, for all our Gen Z people here, for the ones who don't know, and Alpha generation who don't know what the Macarena is, please look it up. We still find the glitter from the party in the nooks and crannies of the house. Everyone had a blast and only left once my dad suggested breakfast. Damn, is he that bad of a cook? I don't hope so. It's like, so any of you guys want breakfast? I'd rather kill myself, you fucking guy. Okay, no. Let's go to the next story. New Year's Eve 2003. Again, a boomer story. Woo! Final year of high school. Everyone was nervous and excited about going away for university in 6 months. A friend was hosting the party at his parents' place with their consent, and we had plenty of booze for the festivities. Highlight for me was losing um my first time to a girl in our social group who I had a major crush on. After the party had wound down and dawn was breaking, a group of us went to the beach to watch the sunrise. I felt so optimistic and content with life. I felt like I was the king of the world. I have not felt like that since. Aww. Well, at least you had a good time, didn't you? Every year for as long as I can remember, I've celebrated the new year with my parents grandparents and brother at my grandparents' house in the middle of nowhere. We celebrate at 9 p.m. because my grandparents can't stay awake until midnight. Aw. And we wear the same Happy New Year's 2003 hats that have been saved in a garbage bag. My brother and I, the only ones awake at midnight, end up watching the Times Square broadcast on the 17 TV but can't be loud because it will wake everyone up. Despite being old enough that I'm visiting from home from college, I'm still not allowed to celebrate New Year's elsewhere. It sucks, but I'm sure I somehow miss it when I'm older. My guy, whoever you are, it's 12 years ago that comment. I hope you're having a really good New Year's Eve. And with that said, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's episode. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more. I'll be back soon with more crazy Reddit stories in 2026. Happy New Year, all of you. See you next time. Bye.